The year is 2001, and something massive just happened in Washington. Halo Combat Evolved releases for the original Xbox. No other reason. So you beg your mom to take you to the nearest GameStop so you can buy this funky little game you just heard about, and she finally agrees and you sit down to play Halo. Except, hold on, this isn't your memory. You weren't even alive yet in 2001. You're just making a completely fake scenario up. I mean, your first Halo game was Halo 4 for the Xbox 360, and only later did you play the first three. But hypothetically, in 2001, you look down to see what controller you're playing with, and you notice that you're playing with an absolute brick of a controller known as the Duke. Now, for a short period of time, I actually did own an original Xbox, and it wasn't a massive chapter of my life, but I do remember some of the games I played on it. I also remember that we had several controllers, the Duke included, but we also had the absolutely amazing controller, Mad Catz with a Z, transparent green, classic controller. So I do actually have memories of using the Duke, and that's why I was so stoked to find this object for sale. The Halo 20th Anniversary Duke Transparent Purple Controller. That's a mouthful. Now, I wasn't joking about my first Halo game being Halo 4. I grew up with a 360, and most of the time I spent my school nights playing Portal 2. But later on, when I moved over to the Xbox One, I got the Master Chief Collection, and I played through it once, and then again, and again, and again. And over the years, I've become a pretty massive Halo fan, with plenty of merch to prove my point. This specific piece of merch just really caught my eye just because of how awesome it looks, but I was just really excited to talk about this piece of merch and my overall love of Halo for a video. Ooh, what a beautiful box. Okay, should I open it and show you guys first, or should I open it for myself? I'm selfish, I'm gonna show it to myself. Oh, yo. That's sick. Alright, here we go. Here's what it looks like in the box. Beautiful color right off the bat. That's what I've noticed. It also came with a Hyperkin sticker, because that's who made these. Manuals, legalese, fun stuff like that. We can just, you know. Alright, so I'm just going to pull this thing out of the box. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. Just right off the bat, it actually feels like nostalgic to hold this thing again. Because it's been a minute. Because I know I definitely had one way back. Oh, wow. That's weird. I didn't think it was going to be all that nostalgic for me to hold it, but... Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. This is awesome. Okay, so it's got a lot... There's a lot of detail on it. I guess we can just talk about that right now. On the back, I don't know how well you can see that. It says 20th anniversary. It also says Duke on there to say the controller and everything. Then right here, I don't know how well you can see it, there's a Cortana face painted on here, as well as some like digital design, like lines and everything on there. That looks pretty cool too. I'm really loving this purple. This matte purple look is just like beautiful. It looks amazing in person, at least. So if I'm not mistaken, they did change up a few things about this controller. So one of the biggest differences that you'll notice right off the bat is it has the modern like share button up here. That's like the first thing I noticed, I guess. As well as they added bumpers to the top right here. You can see LBRB right here, as well as the triggers right here. So original Xbox, I don't believe had that. Again, it has been a few years, but I'm pretty sure they didn't have that. And you would just use these black and white buttons right here as your essentially what your bumpers would do. So it does come with a C port on the top of it, so you can plug it into a controller. It is not Bluetooth, it is exclusively wired. I personally have no issue with this because what I use is a wired controller with my PC, so I'm fairly used to that feeling. So another thing that it comes with is a packet of silica gel, which I think that's really cool. Another thing that it comes with is a matching purple cable. So what's really cool about this purple cable is it's actually... What? What's really cool about this cable? Brother, it's a cable. It is purple, which is a really cool thing to have, you know, matching color with your controller. But I mean, you know, it is a cable. I can't really say much about it. So there is one more thing in the box other than the controller, which this thing I'm really excited about. This in here is a controller stand. which I think it's so cool that this thing comes with a stand. Because not only is it a functional controller, but I mean, it really is kind of a display piece. I mean, just look at how like beautiful this thing is. Okay, you know what? I ripped the box. I don't really care. So it looks like it comes with a bunch of like paper stuck on it so that the plastic didn't get smudged. So I'm gonna try to peel that off. Oh my goodness. So here is the controller on the stand. It probably doesn't look as impressive on camera as it does in real life. It's this beautiful deep purple, just like I talked about a minute ago, but like it matches perfectly. It just looks so good. So there is another feature on this controller I haven't shown you yet. I will get to that in a segment here in a second, but I'm just gonna rate it as it is. As a display piece, this thing gets a solid, like, I think, honestly, this is like the perfect example of a set piece. I'm gonna go 9.5. I'm gonna say 10. Actually, I'm gonna say 10. This is a perfect example of what a good display piece is. It comes with the stand. It's got a whole bunch of callbacks to the original controller, as well as doing stuff that makes it original, adding features that would make it a better controller, which we'll get to when I rate it as a controller. But right now, as a display piece, it is beautiful. The design is amazing. It comes with a stand. It comes with a whole lot of stuff that absolutely makes this a perfect display piece. I love just looking at this thing. So as I said, I'm going to rate this as just a controller and a display piece. We just got done reviewing it as a display piece. I would love to test this and see how it plays as a controller. So we're gonna play the first mission of Halo 1 with this controller and see how it does. So what I wanted to show you is this right here is an LCD screen. So I'm going to plug it in and it should show us something really, really cool. So, as I just showed you, this it's just so beautiful. So it shows the Xbox logo consistently, but then if you press it, it replays all of the clips from Halo and shows that 20th anniversary logo. And I could just sit here and watch that alone for a very long time. So we're gonna play Pillar of Autumn. Of course, we're gonna play classic graphics on normal difficulty. And now we can go to Skulls. So let's see, what do we want for Skulls? Yeah, okay, that works.
When you lock on, it'll change color. Okay, that looks good.
Wait for me! Ah! Yikes!
Good to see you, Master Chief. Things aren't going well. Cortana did her best, but we never really had a chance.
A dozen Covenant superior battleships against a single Halcyon-class cruiser. With those odds, I'm content with 3, make that 4 kills.
I don't keep it loaded, son. You'll have to find ammo as you go.
Ooh, firing with the middle finger? Not used to that. Alright, there's our melee, and then...
Those Marines could use some help, Chief. Do
they're not letting me through.
Keep it up!
Ooh, meleeing is... Did I accidentally shoot him? Oh, RB is reload. Okay. Okay. Oh, meleeing is... Okay. It's gonna take some getting used to. But I think I got it. We're back. I keep going too high to, for everything I want to do. It's actually might be better to just play like this. I don't know. This takes some getting used to, man. Oh, there we go. We're back. Dude, just... Good lord. Okay, no, we're back. Why is the farthest button from me, though? That kind of sucks. Who's in my way, man? What do you want from me?
Bam!
They're still...
Anybody see him? Where are they?
kind of locked in there for a second. Y'all see this? No. We're even. Do not try to claw position your hand on this. And this area is clear. Okay, we're good. I keep pressing X to run. It's not a thing in this one. I'm used to Halo Infinite. Because I play with Halo 1 controls on Halo Infinite, which is odd, I'm aware, but it is cool. So X is run in my head. Yes! Okay, I've got my thumb locked in on that melee button. That's what we like to see. Okay, I'm locking in with this controller, actually. So, right now, with my current skill level on this controller, I keep accidentally doing 9 other things as well as the thing I want to do, because I'm like floundering to find the button that I'm looking to use.
My fault.
My fault.
Right on. That can't be all of them.
You're just not very observant, dude. I walked right up to you. Okay, so I keep accidentally jumping. Come here, I'm locked in now. I got the controls down now. I really thought that first one was gonna get you, but that's okay. That was the most Looney Tunes thing I've seen happen in this game. Watch this.
There's one last lifeboat. Quickly, get aboard before it launches.
Okay, settle down.
Oh no. Oh no.
Hoorah, baby!
Yeah.
Hoorah!
A very good time to leave.
And there you have it. That is the gameplay. It's great. It's a great game. But let's just go back to the review, I guess. So, as a controller, it takes a lot of getting used to, especially when you're used to the Xbox One controller. The Xbox One controller and this cinder block are very, very different. But I mean, honestly, after I got used to it, it performed really well. I mean, everything's responsive. Like, the controller works as good as an official Microsoft controller would. I mean, it's basically made by them. So the controller itself, like, plays great. It is a little bit of a finger breaker. That's how I described it earlier while playing the game. It is a little bit of a finger breaker. So it's like, that's my only downside to this. I think overall, hold on, let me go grab my, 1 second. This is how I hold my controllers. I have a finger resting in between both the bumpers and the triggers. So, I can just kind of like quickly, do whatever I need to do. And you'll notice like button placement, and obviously I understand that this is 20 years later, 25 years later, not 25, 23, yeah, 23 later. Well, anyways, my point is, like, this controller is like, this is the best gaming controller of all time, in my opinion. I think that the Xbox One controller is your peak, or your Xbox Series X, whichever you want to call it. But this is like the peak gaming controller. I think that it's the most comfortable, it's the most ergonomic, and it's really cool to see where it came from. But also, it's like, it feels like just such a finger breaker of a controller. That's really the best way I can describe it. The bumpers were really useful. I'm glad they added those. Those are really helpful. It does have the pause buttons down here. I never, really used those, so it wasn't a huge deal. But yeah, every button works great. As a controller, it, like, functional-wise, it is perfect. Like, it's exactly what you want. High quality, really good controller. But as a person who's not used one for a very long time and is used to this, it's a bit of a nightmare to get used to. So once I got used to it, once I got used to it, it did pretty good. But I really think as a controller, it's only like I think a 7 out of 10.
Inconceivable.
I love this controller. Like, I love this. It's got some novelty, but as something you're playing with, if you are not actually used to it, it's a 7 out of 10. If you want to perform well, I wouldn't go with the Duke. I like, it's an amazing, like, I really want to hammer home the point that it's a really fun and really good controller. It's really well made. I just absolutely love the thing, but just it's just not ergonomic at all, which again, it was their first controller. I can't really hate on them for it. And that's why I bought it. You know, it's their first controller. Like, I knew it was going to be clunky. But as a display piece, again, this is 10 out of 10. I mean, I didn't even have to. Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? 10 out of 10. That's the coolest thing ever. Look at that. It's so crisp. I love that. I love that. Also, for some reason, it opened up Steam when I pressed that button. I combine my two numbers here. I'm not actually doing the math on what the average would be between those two. I'm just gonna soul read a number here. I think that my just overall rating is one number instead of two. I'm gonna do 9.
Unfreaking believable.
This is beautiful. And again, I'm gonna be mostly displaying it more than playing with it. With that being said, that is going to be everything I have to talk about in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Welcome back to Review and Rate. It's been a few years since I've done a Review and Rate, so we're back. I'll probably use Review and Rate to do gaming stuff, like reviewing games or reviewing that sort of stuff. Whereas my first video here is going to be a controller. I might do more console or gaming controller reviews, but I think generally Review and Rate is going to be used for actual games. I hope you enjoyed.